Good day, for today's video, we are going to discuss Music 10, Quarter 3, Module 1, Contemporary Philippine Music, Traditional Composers. Objectives. This module provides you the foundation of contemporary Philippine music. In your journey through the discussions and different tasks, you are expected to: Number 1. Narrate the life of selected contemporary Filipino composers. Number 2. Analyze the musical characteristics of traditional and contemporary Philippine music. Number 3. Improvise simple vocal, instrumental accompaniments to selected contemporary Philippine music. Number 4. Perform selections of contemporary Philippine music, and Number 5. Evaluate music and music performances using guided rubrics. Introduction. According to national artist Dr. Ramon Santos, contemporary music in the Philippines refers to compositions that have adopted ideas and elements from 20th century art music in the West, as well as the latest trends and musical styles in the entertainment industry. The modern Filipino repertoire consists of musical pieces that have been written in 20th century idioms that have evolved out of such stylistic movements as impressionism, expressionism, neoclassicism, as well as avant-garde and new music. Having been colonized by Spain and the United States for almost 3 centuries, it was inevitable that Western compositional techniques found their way into the works of Filipino composers. However, many 20th century Filipino composers have managed to retain traditional elements and integrated them with Western techniques. In fact, these composers were known to have laid the foundations of what we now know as Philippine music. Among the major Philippine contemporary composers are Francisco Santiago, Nicanor Abelardo, Antonio Molina, Lucia San Pedro, Rosendo Santos Jr., Alfredo Buenaventura, and Ryan Kayabib. Philippine contemporary composers. Francisco Santiago, 1889 to 1947, he is considered as the father of kundiman. He finished his music specialization at the American Conservatory of Music in Chicago, where he obtained his doctorate degree in 1924. He was also a musical director for films. Among the films under his musical supervision were Kundiman, Leron-Leron Sinta, Madaling Araw, Manilenya, and the movie inspired by his own composition, Pakiusap. He became the first Filipino director of the UP Conservatory of Music. Works of Francisco Santiago. Number 1, Pakiusap. Number 2, Madaling Araw. Number 3, Sakali Man. Number 4, Pilipinas Kung Mahal. Number 5, Hibik ng Pilipinas. Number 6, Ano Kaya ang Kapalaran? Number 7, Kundiman, Anak Dalita. This piece was sung before the royal court of Spain upon the request of King Alfonso II. Video number 1, Pilipinas Kung Mahal. You can check out the full video through the link provided. Nicanor Abelardo, 1893 to 1934, he was a Filipino composer, known for kundiman songs. He wrote before the Second World War. He studied music at the Chicago Music College, and was influenced by the musical styles of the Serialist, Second Viennese School, and post-romantic European composers. Abelardo, together with Francisco Santiago, elevated the status of the kundiman into an art song status, equivalent to that of the German Lied, the French chanson, and the Italian aria. Works of Nicanor Abelardo. Number 1, Mutya ng Pasig. Number 2, Nasaan Ka Irog. Number 3, Bituing Marikit. Number 4, Ikaw Rin. Number 5, Kundiman ng Luha. Number 6 Pahimakas. Number 7 Kung Hindi Man. Number 8 Pahiwatig. Number 9 Cavatina for violin and piano. Number 10 First Nocturne for piano. Number 11 Magbalik Ka Hirang. Video number 2 Mutya ng Pasig. You can check out the full video through the link provided. Antonio Molina, 1894 to 1980. He was a Filipino composer, conductor, and music administrator. He is the first national artist for music. He began his music career as an orchestral soloist at the Manila Grand Opera House. He served as Dean of the Centro Escolar University, Conservatory of Music from 1948 to 1970. He was also a faculty member of the University of the Philippines, Conservatory of Music. Molina was a product of both the Romantic and Impressionist schools of thought. He was also known as the Claude Debussy of the Philippines. Due to his use of Impressionist themes in music, he received the National Artist for Music Award in 1973. Works of Antonio Molina. Malik Mata is a piano masterpiece with characteristics of Impressionist work. Zarzuela is a form of Spanish-style opera, together with piano, violin, and voice composition. Hating Gabi is a poignantly romantic serenade, for violin and piano. Subsequent transcriptions of this piece were written for the cello, flute, piano, and guitar. Other famous works of Antonio Molina. Number 1. Orchestral music, including Misa Antoniana, Grand Festival Mass, Ang Bati Ngao, and Kundiman Kundangan. Number 2. Chamber music, including String Quartet, Kung Sayong Gonita, and Pandangguhan. Number 3. Vocal music, including Amihan, Awit ni Maria Clara, and Larawan nitong Pilipinas. Video number 3, Malik Mata. You can check out the full video through the link provided. Lucia San Pedro, 1913 to 2002. He was a Filipino composer and teacher who was proclaimed a National Artist of the Philippines for music. In 1991, he was born on February 11, 1913 in Angono, Rizal. Since his elementary days, he started composing. He studied the banjo, which inspired him to become a serious musician. He later pursued his music degree at the University of the Philippines, and at the Juilliard School in New York, USA. He became a professor of theory and composition at the University of the Philippines, College of Music, up until his retirement in 1978. He is known as a romantic nationalist. He incorporated Philippine folk elements in his compositions with Western forms and harmony. Arguably, his most popular work is the well-loved Sa Ugoy ng Duyan, a lullaby melody sung by his mother. He composed Sa Ugoy ng Duyan, together with his friend Levi Celerio. As the lyricist, his musical prowess was internationally recognized when he was invited to be a judge at the prestigious Van Cliburn International Piano Competition in 1980. Works of Lucia San Pedro. Number 1, The Devil's Bridge. Number 2, Malakas at Maganda Overture. Number 3, Lulay. Number 4, Sa Ugoy ng Duyan. Number 5, Dance of the Fairies. Number 6, Lahing Kayumanggi. Video number 4, Sa Ugoy ng Duyan. You can check out the full video through the link provided. Rosendo Santos Jr. 1922 to 1994. He was born September 3, 1922, in Cavite City, Philippines, son of the late Rosendo and Castora Santos. He was a professor of the music department at Wilkes University, and a member of the faculty since 1968. He was awarded the Philippine Composer of the Century, after receiving the Composer of the Year award, in Manila in 1956 and 1957. He was a profile composer, and his works include concertos, sonatas, symphonies, symphonic poems, 5 operas in Philippines dialect, numerous band overtures, and more than 200 marches. Some famous works of Rosendo Santos Jr. Number 1, Suyuan sa Dagat. Number 2, Portrait of an Artist, 1987. Number 3, Bangkawit. Number 4, Piano Sonata Number 2. Number 5, Maglalatik. Number 6, Concerto Number 3. Video Number 5, Suyuan sa Dagat. You can check out the full video through the link provided. Alfredo Buenaventura, 1929. Buenaventura was born in Santa Maria, Bulacan, October 40, 1929. He studied at Santo Tomas University and Centro Escolar University, as well as at the Gregorian Institute. He has held several teaching positions, and has served as organist at the Manila Cathedral. He also served as Dean of the Centro Escolar University Conservatory. He won twice the Republic Cultural Heritage Awards. Buenaventura's compositions are nationalist, and employ romantic, impressionist, and contemporary styles. Works of Alfredo Buenaventura. Number 1, Maria Makiling, 1961. Number 2, Ang Ating Watawat, 1965. Number 3, Prinsesa Urduha, 1969. Number 4, Gomburza, 1981. Number 5, Pasko ng Barangay, 1964. Number 6, Diego Silang, 1966. Number 7, Dakilang Lahi, 1971. Number 8, Lakambini, 1983. Number 9, Rizal, The Great Malayan Antagonist, 1990. Video number 6, Lakambini, 1983. You can check out the full video through the link provided. Cipriano Kayabib, 1954. He was born on May 4, 1954 in Manila. He obtained his Bachelor of Music degree at the University of the Philippines, College of Music in 1983. After which, he became a faculty member for composition at the same university. He also served as the executive and artistic director of the San Miguel Foundation for the Performing Arts, which oversaw the operations and programming of the San Miguel Philharmonic Orchestra and the San Miguel Master Chorale. He was named National Artist for Music in 2018. Brian Kayabib, also known as Mr. C, is a popular contemporary composer. His compositional style makes much use of a variety of influences from Moroccan musical cultures, jazz, African American spirituals, and gospel music, European neoclassicism, music for films, American Broadway musicals, to Philippine indigenous chants. Works of Cipriano Kayabib. Number 1, Kay Ganda ng Ating Musika, 1978. Number 2, Paraiso, 1991. Number 3, Alikabok, 2003. Number 4, The Musical, Lorenzo, based on the life of Saint Lorenzo Ruiz, 2013. Number 5, Misa. Number 6, Misa, 2000. Number 7, 4 Poems for Soprano and Piano. Number 8, Te Deum. Number 9, recording albums including 1. Christmas, 1 More. Video number 7. Kay ganda ng ating musika, 1978. You can check out the full video through the link provided. Bawat sandali aking pilit mapatid. For further understanding about the topic, let's have this performance task. Direction: choose one activity to perform from the list of activities below. Singgaling: choose one song from the compositions of our traditional composers, it should be sung with accompaniment. Sayawi: choose a work by any of the Filipino composers, and interpret the song through a dance. Choose the most appropriate dance genre for your chosen music. Tulaan mo: compose a poem with 3 to 4 stanzas, that is all about traditional music, it should be in Filipino, and should follow a specific rhyming scheme, and meter. Write it on a sheet of paper. Guided rubrics for performance task. Rubric for singing. Rubric for dancing. Rubric for poem. I hope you learned something in our lesson for today. See you again in our next video. Thank you for listening.